Michael, good to see you. And obviously, great news today that you've agreed to extend your stay at Meadow Lane. Never in doubt, was it?
No, not at all. To be honest with you, I've enjoyed my time. It's been some ups and downs, and personally think we're starting to come out the other side. More good times. I think ahead for the club, and I'm delighted to be a part of the future, and obviously trying to take the club back into the league.
So Wembley hasn't put you off?
No, not at all. If anything, it's made more determined. To be honest with you, it was a disappointing day. Still hurting. There's no doubt about it. It's you don't get them days back, and it was hard to take, and it's still hard now. And you're obviously off, and there's been so much hard work put in and so much effort through the course of the year and through lockdown, and sort of to come up as short as we did in performance we gave was very disappointing. But I think for me personally, reflecting the last few days, it's you know personally I'm looking at that sort of performance myself, and I think it's something that's going to drive me on next year. That one day and how we come up so short, and there's just a lot of things that sort of already I'm sort of using this, myself for a bit of motivation next year and spur you on, because it was disappointing all around.
Before the game, a lot of the talk was about no matter what happens at Wembley, it's been an amazing journey to get to that point, and we should be proud of ourselves as a club. Does it feel like that still, despite the result?
Listen, personally, disappointed. I think we've come up well short, but I think bigger reflection and bigger picture. Of course, where we all know where we were at a year ago, and keep harping back to these times. Myself more as well. I do when I came to the club where it was at and where it ended up going a few months later. It was club's come a massive long way, and I've said this time and time again every time I've done an interview. I really feel the club is going to really next 4 or 5 years. I just see success ahead for the football club. I really do. I think with the people that are in charge, it's they're going to do things the right way. They're going to you can see everything's just it doesn't have to be done through the media and things like that. It's all done just above board the right way, and making the right moves to take the club forward. And I think the hardest part for this football club is going to be getting out of this division, and we came so close last week. But I think this is going to be really one of the hardest things, just getting out of the conference, getting back into the league. And then I really feel the club's it's in great hands, and they're going to, I do. I think the club's going to, go places over the next few years. I think there's a lot of exciting times ahead for the supporters of the football club. And, for me personally, I just want to play a part in getting them back into the league and getting them on the right foot. That'll be that's for me to be coming to the club when it was in the football league. The target was to keep them in it, and unfortunately we came up short. And that's something that's driving me on, is trying to get the club, leave it where you found it, and if I managed to do that in my time, I'd be so happy.
You're one of many players who were lucky enough to be offered a new deal at the club. Do you suspect that the majority, if not all, of your teammates who have been offered new contracts will accept them?
I hope so. To be honest with you, it's been tough on that side of it as well. But as players, it's such a cutthroat business, and the way it works, and everybody's been sort of playing, and when lads are, you're out of contract, you're always, and it's unfortunate you end up going to Wembley on what's probably one of your biggest days as a player, and then a couple of days later, as players are being released and some are being kept, and that's the environment we're in. It's the way it is, and if you're not able to sort of handle that or sort of fathom it, you shouldn't be in this business. But it's uh, it's hard because you build up a special bond with them players over the course of the last year to 16 months, and you've trained with them every day, you build relationships, and then one minute you're there on the way down to Wembley and you're disappointed after, and then the next minute they're coming on to sort of your group chat and putting in a messages, and it gets a little bit, it's emotional in a sense, because first of all you feel you're disappointed for them, you feel the emotional side of it, so there's all sort of emotions. But that's football. It's a unique business in a sense of the way it works, and it's straight away you're moving on to next year, and trying to bring new players in. Have you seen today? I've been fortunate enough to move straight away and bring a player in, so it doesn't stop football, it really doesn't. And as I say, you keep moving on, but you wish the lads that have been here certainly all the best. They've all been brilliant, great characters and great professionals, and you wish them all the best and success in the future.
So we'll have to see what the next couple of months bring in terms of will the season actually start in October. But in the meantime, Michael, are you able to take a bit of downtime and go anywhere, any staycations or anything like that?
Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna try and get away up the, around sort of the Lake Districts or something like that if we can, somewhere around, England. We won't be leaving the country, and yeah, look, hopefully we'll only get a couple of days, 2 or 3 days. But listen, it is what it is, and I think we'll be starting back pretty soon. So you certainly need, after sort of this week, next week, you'll be looking to get yourself fit again and getting ready to go for another long season. Fingers crossed that come October we've got the season back going and there's fans back in football grounds. And I think, the more I speak to people nowadays, it's just, young people like my own age and people like that, everybody, I think you just want to get back to a bit of normality now. And I think for everybody, you want to see schools back opening and you want to see, football grounds, the public back in. I think everybody's sort of really missing that normality of life again. And hopefully sooner rather than later, we can all get that, because it's, people have done amazing, football have done amazing by getting it back started and, other jobs going back and things like that. But it's, football is all about supporters and, we need them back. And, I'm a father as well. I need kids back in school, but I suppose the first and foremost is everybody's health and safety. And I just hope we can start moving forward again soon. So that's my hope.
You touched on it just then, Doyle, but keeping yourself fit. What's your approach over the next week or so? Are you having complete downtime, or are you going for the odd run? Or
I think for me personally, I really didn't, after that Eastleigh game in March, or really just kept going from there and tried to keep training all the way through, and I did. And I mean, that was a good 12, I think it was 14 weeks, something along the line. So I was only really taking the Saturday and Sunday off. And I think now, and we had another 5-6 weeks of training before the final. So I've really, I've not really done anything this, obviously, since Wembley. And possibly next week I'll probably do 1-2 runs at a push, but then obviously certainly the week after, then it'll be back, every day to training, because we're back a week later, and obviously looking to hit the ground running. And personally, just as I said to you at the start of the conversation, just really looking to put the foot down and get the club promoted. So it's important we're going back and hitting the ground running. So it's I'm going to enjoy these couple of weeks of sort of just relaxing, and then the focus will be for the next 10 months or whatever it is, 11 months, will be trying to get, the club promoted and doing everything possible to do that.
Doyle, great to hear from you again. Congratulations on the new deal, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks very much, Nick. Cheers. And thanks for everybody else for all the support over the year. And I know we're all disappointed and hurting at the minute, but we got to make sure we come back stronger. And it's going to be a long, hard season, but let's make sure at the end of that season we're all smiling and celebrating this time. So all the best, and hopefully see everybody soon.